I ruined Silent Hill 2. Hear me out, I really didn't mean to ruin Silent Hill 2. And yes, I mean both the video game and this art piece. First off, when I tried to record the game, let's just say it didn't work out. It was very laggy, very potatoey, and had trouble starting up, honestly. Which, given the benefit of the doubt, it is a new game, and my computer isn't the newest model, but it's still a good computer nonetheless. However, to my dismay, I'm probably gonna have to use a Duo setup or something else to record my gameplay. Whenever I was trying to stream it using TikTok Live, it just would crash, or the audio wouldn't come through, and that's not gonna work. This also affected the recording for YouTube. Every single clip that I recorded had screen tearing, and just looked awful, honestly. So I'm probably gonna have to redo all of that. Luckily, it was only 30 minutes into the game, but it's still gonna be annoying. When it comes to this painting, however, I honestly felt really confident about it. I truly enjoy the Silent Hill franchise, and this is a piece I've been wanting to do for a while. The wash went on pretty smooth. You can see here I outlined everything and started adding shading. I was honestly rocking it at this point, adding in the texture and grime and nastiness. That was the fun part. However, one of my key things was I wanted to keep this soft, and I wanted to make sure she didn't really have a face. Silent Hill nurses come in different forms, and a lot of times they have really bloody rags covering their face, or possibly like wet cloth. Either way, usually you see a lot of fold, fabric, and goriness, you know? Which, in all honesty, are some of my favorite things to try and paint. With watercolor, you have to go in really light at first. And even though it looks dark, it will lighten up as it dries. You can even use a hairdryer or a heater to help speed up the process, but that makes it lighten up even worse. So, I usually have to take my time on these things. Patience is a big key whenever it comes to watercolor painting. And in all honesty, I try to think in reverse or think in layers. I would be happy to go over my process in more detail in a later video if anyone is curious. It was at this point that I decided to live stream my process. I live stream on TikTok every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also do pop-up streams every now and then. This was my critical downfall. I ended up letting the chat get to me. I am by default a people pleaser, and thought that by adding a whole bunch of detail, it would impress a lot of people. However, I forgot to keep looking at my references, and a face began to form. Slowly and methodically, I was creating a really detailed piece. Don't get me wrong, I really loved it. I really like it a lot. But that got to me. The more I looked at it, the more I realized this is not a Silent Hill nurse. I immediately got my acrylic out and painted over the face. Did it hurt? Yes. All that time I spent working on details had gone to waste. A lot of times my line work and detail work have got me in trouble, and I do try to stay softer. But hyperfixation gets the best of me, at the best of times. However, even though she is not done, I enjoy this version a lot more. I will post the fully finished version once she's done. What do you think? Do you like the incredibly detailed work I did before, albeit inaccurate? Or do you like where this is heading? Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.